or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's story time. Before we get into it, make sure you are subscribed, give this video a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below, and turn on your post bell notifications so you get notified every time I post a video. Hey y'all, so I was really conflicted about what I wanted to tell today, but a lot of y'all were asking about like other stories having to do with Devin's sister, and I don't have like too many other things that like I want to share. Like I could talk, but I don't want to be too messy, you know. So I do have like one more story that I think like I can share, and this is not just about her. This is more so about why I think Miami is like a cursed place and nothing good comes out of Miami. Like anytime I've gone to Miami on a group trip, on a trip just in general, anytime I've been to Miami, something bad has happened. I don't know what's in the air down there. I don't know what's in the water. I don't know. It needs to be studied though. So this is a time that me and Devin and all of his siblings, we all went down to Miami for his sister's 21st birthday, okay? Can we just take a second for the hair though? Y'all like that? You like that? Oh, I thought you said you liked it. You said you liked it? You like that? Me too, me too, me too. Yeah. She did her big one. I hope she did do her big one because I was in that chair for 11 hours. 11 hours running off of like 4.5 hours of sleep, a half a bottle of water, and a half-eaten bag of Cheetos. Literally. Literally. She snapped though. She really did her big one. So we just gonna, yeah, okay. And also, just one random thing. I just, you know, like when you just think about something, I just feel like I just gotta like get this off my chest and just tell somebody. It's very random and it don't got nothing to do with the video. So when I was little, because I grew up in church, I'm a Christian. I grew up in, at first I grew up in a, if y'all hear that in the background, y'all nephew just, he gotta be heard or seen. Anytime this camera start recording, he gotta do his big one. Okay. Deuce, I think that's enough water. I think so. I grew up in a Methodist church before I went non-denominational, right? This don't got nothing to do with nothing. I just thought about it and I had to tell y'all because I got ADHD and I just got to share like what's on my mind, right? So when I was little, I was learning about like who God was and you can skip past this. You can skip past this if you don't care. It's just funny to me. I was learning about like who God was and who the devil was, right? And like growing up, I'm literally like 5-6 years old, mind you, 5-6 years old. So I'm learning that the devil, he was basically the op, right, y'all? So I'm learning who the devil was, how he got kicked out of heaven and he started being the devil and like all of this bad stuff, right? I used to go out in my driveway. And literally spend like 10-15 minutes just like stomping on my driveway because I was learning the devil was in the ground, right? Like he was under the ground. So I just used to be like there like like stomping on the ground like the devil. I wasn't saying that, of course, but like I hate you, like I can't believe you did that, like literally like A-town stomping in the driveway for like 10 minutes. Like he gonna feel me, he gonna feel this, he gonna feel, I know he felt me, I know he did. I don't know. Anyway, so let's get into this story. Okay, this, mind you, this happened, and if you haven't seen the two-part could I call it a series, 2-part story time about Devin's sister? You could go back and watch those first and then come back to this. But this happened, this trip happened before all that other stuff. Actually, it happened before she made that awful ass comment about my pregnancy and my fertility and all of that, and definitely before she called her brother back. This happened well before then. Not too much before the first incident though, like a couple months. So her 21st birthday is coming up and I'm like, we should run back Miami again, because if you're not new here and you know about my bachelorette trip, you know how that went. If you don't know what that is, go back and watch. I'm gonna link it somewhere, or like it's gonna be at the end of the video. So I'm like, let's run back Miami again and let's have like a better time where it's just us, meaning like the siblings, right? So they're like, okay, bet. Now one thing about me, one thing to know about me in real life is if it's any type of event any type of party, any type of trip, any type of group organization. That's my strong suit. I feel like I used to be an event coordinator in my past life or something, because I enjoy doing that, because I know things are going to get done the right way. I don't like putting my trust in other people when it comes to like my funds, my time, I don't like doing that. I know, and everybody around me know, just send the money to Lauren, she gonna get it handled. She gonna cover it. She gonna do what needs to be done. So that, searching up Airbnbs, searching up dates, all of this, what we gonna do, all of that, everybody sending funds, found an Airbnb, cool. Let's fast forward to planning for the trip. I remember we as in all the sisters, like all three of us, we had went to this one girl to all get our hair braided. We in the mall, we shopping, we doing our big one. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so fun. Like, I'm so glad I get to like get a redemption trip, because like Miami really put like a bad taste in my mouth. So, and it wasn't so much like Miami, it was just like the people that I was with on my bachelorette trip, right? So, fast forward again, now we are the day of going to Miami. Me and Devin drove ahead of them, because at this time, my one sister-in-law, she had just had my nephew. And my nephew at this time, he was so well traveled before he even turned 1 year old. If I was another baby, I would be so jealous. He was everywhere. Like, we took him everywhere. Like, because he was a cool baby, though. Like, we didn't mind. Like, it wasn't like he was, like, interfering with our plans or anything. He was just always there. So, we took him with us, right? So, you know, they got to get, you know, the baby together and all of this and that. So, we just went ahead of them to get to the Airbnb, right? Now, mind you, also, to know me in real life is to know I get really agitated and irritated whenever I get hot. Don't ask me why, Lauren, you live in Florida. Like, you always gonna be, I know. But to know me is to know, I'm gonna say, my thing is, like, somebody should put this on a shirt. I'm always gonna say, bye, it's hot, bye. I'm irritated, it's hot, like 100 times. Literally, like, we in the same heat that I done said this, like, the second time we on now 100 times. I'm still, bye, it's hot. We know it's hot. I have to let you know that, though. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know why. When I get, like, super duper hot, I just, like, turn into a bitch for real. I don't know why. I hate that about myself. I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. Please don't judge me. Judge your mom. Anyways, so we get to the Airbnb, and one thing about Miami is, like, certain parts of Miami, you can be good on one block and it look like normal, and then you go like 2 blocks down and now you in the middle of the hood. We was in the middle of the hood. Now, don't get me wrong, this Airbnb was very nice, but why would you put this nice ass Airbnb in the middle of the hood? It was like literally like the only nice house in this neighborhood. Like, I felt like we had like a Target on us, right? So, and mind you, it's 2 houses, but one house is like an actual house, right? Like, somebody lives there, and the other house is the Airbnb. They look just like though. It's probably like the same builder, contractor, whatever. So we got out the car, and it's this kid walking, like circling, like spinning the block like 10 times, and I'm trying to put the door code into. It's just something about dudes wanting to like fart every time I start recording, anytime I'm talking to somebody, anytime my mouth is open, and I don't want to hear in the comments, oh, you need to let him out. We literally just came back from a potty break, and he took the fattest shit that I've ever seen in my life. I feel like he does this on purpose, because I hate when people fart. Like, literally, anybody. I hate it. I know it's like a natural part. Why would you do? Okay. Anyways. Like, my mouth was like dead ass open. Okay. I'm trying to put the door code into the door. It's not working. It's hot as fuck out here, and this crackhead keeps circling, like being very suspicious, like he's walking like very slow behind us. So after like the 10th time of him walking behind us, I finally turned around and I was like, can we fucking help you? Like, really, really like loud. And he was just standing there looking, and then I'm just like, why the fuck is the door code not working? So now I'm thinking I got scammed off Airbnb. This ain't no real Airbnb. The door, because I'm clearly putting it in right. They're like, let me do it. Like, no. Like, I'm getting mad at him. He's an innocent bystander. Y'all, why it turned out? Remember I said it was an Airbnb and then it was a house. They looked alike. we was at the house. And then to make matters worse, I'm pretty sure, I don't know to this day, but I'm pretty sure I saw somebody like peep their head like out like the front window, like in the curtains. So they probably thought we was trying to like break into their house. But why would you not come to the door and tell me like this is not it? Okay. So we finally get to the Airbnb, and it's really nice inside, no complaints there, everything cool. So now we just chilling, vibing, waiting for the rest of the group to get there. They finally pull up like in a couple hours. It probably wasn't like a couple hours. I think we only was like an hour ahead of them or whatever. It don't too much matter. So they get there, and I remember this first night, mind you, side note, me and Devin's sister are good, okay? This was like a few months after our wedding. Like, it's the next year, but it, like, you know, like, we're good. We're literally good. We ain't had no issues. We ain't had no arguments. We ain't had no fights. We ain't had no words. We ain't had nothing. We're good. So I thought, okay? So I remember this first night, we when they got there, we went to the mall. We went to the food court, we got food, we were just chilling, walking around the mall. We went to some stores, and yeah, we came back home because her birthday was gonna be at 12. So the plan was the guys were gonna be with the baby, would be my nephew, they were gonna do their own thing, and me and my two sisters, we were gonna go to Ocean Drive. Is it Ocean Drive? Ocean Boulevard, Ocean Drive. We were just gonna go on a strip, right? We were gonna take her to Fat Tuesdays and Wet Willie's, right? Cool. So I remember that night the guys had left, and we were taking so long to get ready. I don't know why. We were like doing our makeup. Really, I know the reason why I was taking so long. This was when I first started to get into lashes, and if you've ever seen like my real lashes, like my actual natural lashes, they're very like curly, like they curl up. So it's very difficult for me to put on strip lashes, which is why I started like getting my lashes done, and like now I wear clusters, but whatever. But before, like, I could never wear like strip lashes because they would never be able to like sit on top of my lash line because my eyelashes were so curly. I kid you not, we probably spent like an hour and a half trying to get them lashes to stick on my eyes. So by the time we were pre-gaming at the house a little bit, like we took a shot or two. We were pre-gaming at the house, doing our makeup. By the time we left out the house, we wanted to leave by like 10 something. I think it was almost close to 12. Now here's the thing, because they came down in Devin's sister's car. So she wants to be drunk off her ass, which you should want to be because it's gonna be your birthday, right? So me and my older sister-in-law, she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna drive there. Oh my God, I remember this. She was like, I'm gonna drive there and you can drive back. I don't know why I decided to do, because like, well, no, we always drunk as fuck, but like I would have to drive back drunk, y'all. So anyways, I remember we were driving there. We get there, we parallel parking, we trying to find street parking, and I remember somebody had pulled out this fat ass bottle of Paul. If you don't know what Paul is, don't find out. So where did it come from? I don't know. We were taking gulps and gulps to the head of this Paul. Oh my God, y'all, I will never forget this. So we killed the whole bottle, the three of us, literally in like 10 minutes. We killed the bottle. Horrible, 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 horrible decision. So we get out the car, and you know, of course, like I will never say like just because like I fell out with somebody or like we not cool no more, like, oh, they ugly all of a sudden or nothing. Like, no, y'all know I call a spade, I give a spade a spade. I call a spade a spade. If you fine, you fine. And we all three of us was three fine ass bitches. So of course when we walk in, niggas is catcalling and all of this, and I'm just like, I'm married. My other sister, like, she was, so we trying to like wing woman for Devin's sister, right? So we walk in, and I remember the first place we got to, I think we only stayed at Wet Willie's, if I'm not mistaken. Because the way we parked, I think we parked closer to Wet Willie's, so we just stayed there the whole night. Okay. Y'all know what Wet Willie's and Fat Tuesdays are, right? It's daiquiris, right? Frozen drinks. Okay, cool. So we just like, all right, we got you all night, whatever you want. It's on us. Happy birthday. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. So So we sitting there, we got her first round. Everything cool, she good, she want another one. By like the third drink, this is when stuff started going downhill. Because mind you, we had took the shots at the Airbnb. We had just killed a bottle of Paul in the car, and now she's 3 daiquiris in. She starts tweaking out. She starts yelling. She starts talking really loud. She's talking crazy to like random people walking past. I remember these one group of girls, like she said something to the girl, we was finna have to fight. I'm just like, I'm so sorry, like she's drunk, like please don't pay her no mind. And then I had kind of got an attitude with the girl, because you know, like if that was me, like of course I'm gonna, you know, look at you crazy a little bit, but say somebody else that's with me, like my bad, like don't take it to heart, like she's drunk, I would be like, okay, like handle her. She was trying to like buck up at me. Girl, I don't do that. I'm not trying to get arrested or nothing, because you know the police be deep down there. Don't do that. You trying to show off in front of your bald-headed friends. Don't do that. So she's talking crazy, and then I just remember myself like getting irritated. Like I'm visibly like getting irritated because you not listening to me. And like this is damn near like, well, I don't know for sure, but like I'm pretty sure this was like her first time like being like drunk for real. And I'm trying to like keep in mind, like it's her 21st birthday, she want to be lit, let me let her have her moment. But you also like doing the most, like you also like putting our safety in jeopardy. So I remember I had like said something to my other sister-in-law, like we might need to like go ahead and like take it back home a little bit, because like she's doing a lot and she didn't like that. So I can't remember like what she said to me. I just know she got up and she just started running. Literally y'all, we're sitting outside of Wet Willie's. We're sitting outside of Wet Willie's. She takes off running. I'm drunk, she drunk, my other sister-in-law drunk, everybody just drunk. She's the most drunk, but still, like I was a lightweight at that time. Like, so now we trying to find her. We finally catch up to her. She's about to get in a limo with some random ass man. He got like his hand like all around her waist. So we running up like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Like, no, let go of my sister. He didn't want to let go. He talking about, oh, she's a grown woman, she can do what she want. I'm like, she's clearly intoxicated, like let my sister go. She's trying to like get mad at me, I'm getting mad at the dude, my sister trying to get a hold of her. And this is my thing, like this is what I was telling y'all in the last story time, like it was never like me and my other older sister-in-law can literally do the exact same thing to Devin's sister, and it would be completely different reactions for the both of us. Why? Because like it was no secret animosity towards my other sister-in-law, it's only secret animosity towards me. So it's like we both trying to get you to come back, and we both trying to like get you, and we both like got hands on you, whatever, but you only get mad at me. Okay, notice. So I just remember like she talking her shit, like we basically like ruining her night or whatever. Like she was just talking her shit. So I remember we had got back to the car, and mind you, like as we're walking away, I'm cussing the dude out, because I'm just like, you a creep ass nigga. He was like older too, like I mean, like granted, like 21, she is grown, but like I'm talking like this man was probably like in his like late 50s, early 60s. Like you're a fucking creepy ass old man. Don't ever. So I'm walking while I'm cussing, creepy ass nigga, like fuck you. So we walking back to the car, and I just remember like, damn, I gotta drive. So I'm just like, give me a second, like let me like sober up a little bit, like I'm drinking water, like let me like sober up. And mind you, no y'all, I do not promote drinking and driving. I don't, like please don't do that. But like in my defense, the Airbnb was like less than 10 minutes away from where we were at. Like literally, it was like right there. I'm not making an excuse, I know it's still not right, but like I'm just saying. So I just remember I'm trying to like find the keys. I'm trying to ask her like where her keys at. She want to be on mute. So I'm getting irritated, like where the fuck the keys at? So now we arguing, and it's maybe he got like a stomach ache or something. That's the only logical explanation I can think of to why you keep coming behind me farting. Because it's like he'll do it and then he'll run away. So you know what you're doing. Okay. I'm not going to get mad. Because y'all be telling me like, stop getting mad at y'all nephew. But y'all don't ever want to come get y'all nephew. Okay. So So now we going back and forth, and I just remember we get into this heated ass argument, and I say some shit like, I didn't have to come on this trip, like I can go the fuck home. And she was like, go the fuck home then, like fuck you. And I'm just trying to think like how did we get here? So my other sister-in-law, she's trying to diffuse the situation. Mind you, like I said, she's always stayed neutral in every single anything that's happened. Like that's just the type of person that she is. Like she's very like sweet and understanding, for real. It don't matter like what the situation is. So I just remember her saying like, y'all, both of y'all just shut up, y'all like just talking now, like y'all saying things that y'all don't mean. Everybody is drunk, just shut up. I'm just like, no, like fuck that. Like I'm trying to help you, like I'm trying to make sure you get back to the Airbnb safe. Like I don't have to be doing this, like you drive in. And my sister was like, no, like I know we all like toe up, but like she's the most toe up, like she's not driving. So she's still popping her shit in the back seat. I just keep telling her like, shut the fuck up. I'm driving. I get back to the Airbnb, and I just remember the only thing that was on my mind was get out of this car and go tell your husband what just happened with his sister, right? So I get out the car and I run up in the house and I'm like, Devin, I gotta talk to you, whatever. Mind you, I'm trying to be like, I ran up in the house, like I felt like I was like sobering up, like because I ran up in the house and I didn't want to be too loud because I know my nephew was up in there sleeping, so you know. So I ran up in the house and I was like, I need to talk to you, whatever. But I remember I wanted to talk to him by himself. I didn't want to talk to him around nobody else. So he's like, what happened? So I'm waiting for them to like go in the house, and I tell him to step outside and I close the door. So I'm trying to explain to him what just happened. And who comes bebopping her big-headed ass up out the damn house? So she opened the door and she just standing there. So I'm just like, can you close the door? I'm trying to talk to him. So she was like, no, you're not about to stand out here and talk shit to my brother. That's my brother. That's my brother. Like putting emphasis like, that's my brother. That's my brother. That's my brother. Let me stop hitting myself so hard, knowing that I'm gonna be red. Oh God. That's my brother. That's my brother. Like hitting herself like, And I really wanted to be like, that's my nigga, that's my nigga. Like, what are you saying right now? So he was just like, bro, just go in the house. She didn't want to go in the house. I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about. So now I start popping my shit while she's standing there. I'm explaining to him every single thing that went on. And she was like, no, she's lying. She's lying. I'm like, I'm lying. Literally, I'm lying. So we just get into it again. Devin just standing there. He don't know what, he half sleep at this point. Like, I done woke him up on some bullshit. We going back and forth, and I'm just like, I'm just over this shit. Like, why is it always some bullshit? Like, I literally had genuine intentions. Like, I wanted you to have a good like birthday night. Like, I wanted you to bring in your birthday like with a bang. Like, I'm trying to make sure you safe, but it's always pushback. It's always a defense. It's always something with me. Like, what the like, I can see if I was like genuinely a bitch towards her, because I know, like, old me especially, I could be a bitch. Like, I'm not like evil, y'all. Like, if y'all knew the old me, literally, if y'all knew the old me, like, just pause this story right here. Like, some shit had happened like a couple months ago. Well, when did this happen? Like in May, towards like Mother's Day. Yeah, when I was at my mama's house. Was this Mother's Day? It might have been before then, around the time of Mother's Day, whatever, or before then. Some shit had happened with my brother and his bitch, and I had said some shit to that man and to his bitch, and I'm just like, people in my family like, y'all better be glad that's the only thing that Lauren did, because old Lauren would have been on the road back home and not told nobody and just popped the fuck up. Like, don't ever play with me like that. Like, the place that I was delivered from, I used to be so terrible, like, oh my God, I can see if I was like genuinely a bitch towards her, y'all. It was never ever none of that. And if I was ever a bitch, it's in response to how you treated me, right? So I'm popping my shit, and I'm on some shit like, go back in the house, like, I'm over it. Like, you saying some shit that don't got nothing to do with the situation at hand. Like, you've been feeling like this. Like, I don't have to put up with this shit. I don't. So she eventually like goes back in the house. We out there talking, and y'all know I always tell y'all, like, when I get mad, when I get upset, I start crying. I hate that shit about me. I cannot change it though. So I'm like mad crying. He just out there like hugging me, like it's gonna be good, everybody just need a good night's rest. I'm like, do you see what I'm talking about though? He was like, no, I completely understand, like I'm completely on your side, like that shit is not cool, but we not gonna resolve nothing. You drunk, she drunk, tensions are high, emotions are high, like we just not gonna solve nothing or whatever. So I'm just like, all right, then. So I go back in the house and I take a shower, I get ready for bed, I go lay down, and she comes out of her room, and me and Devin is in the bed, and she's just like, I just want to say, like, I'm sorry and I love you. So I'm just like, okay, like that was literally like my response, like, okay. She was just like, you're not gonna say anything? No, like what? No. So Devin was just like, I almost said her name, sister's name. Let's just talk about it tomorrow. Like, come on, like you dragging it out, like let's just talk about it tomorrow. Okay, cool. So the next morning comes, we all, like all as in all the siblings, we all talk about it. I tell her how I feel, she told me how she felt. My other sister-in-law said how she felt, and that was just that. We moved on in the sake of me not wanting to make the trip terrible, and I really want to actually enjoy Miami this time. I let it go. Okay, cool. So this second day, oh my god, like this how I know it's just something with Miami. It's always something going on. Like everybody who goes to Miami has a story time about them being in Miami. So this second day, if you know me in real life, you know I love the zoo. Like if I could go, like any place that I visit, I want to go to the zoo. Like I love the zoo, I love looking at animals, I love the zoo. So that was a perfect daytime trip, which I don't know why I was thinking it's a perfect daytime trip. We in Miami and it's summertime and it's hot as fuck, whatever. Regardless, we still made it work. So we go to the zoo because I'm like, oh my gosh, my nephew's gonna have his first time at the zoo. It's gonna be so cute, like the memories, Okay, cool. So I remember we had like we were taking turns like holding him and stuff. We used to like fight over like who was gonna like hold my nephew. Like it really used to be really bad. So I remember we was walking. I think Devin was holding my nephew, if I'm not mistaken. Devin was holding my nephew. Mind you, we done been here for about like, I don't know, like 30, 45 minutes, close to an hour, something like that. We made it like halfway through the zoo or something like that. I just remember we were walking, it was like this little tunnel thing. Like we had to like walk under this little tunnel to get to like whatever exhibit we were trying to get to. Devin was holding my nephew, mind you. There's other kids around, babies, families, humans, okay, not just us, okay? We walking and we hit this corner. We're walking, mind you, we strolling, like walking slow, like we not walking fast, we not jogging, we not doing that, we just casually walking through the zoo. I remember this golf cart full of people zooming, literally zooming. Mind you, Devin is holding my nephew, like he's on the outside, like he's like closest to where this golf cart is gonna pass. They were going so fast, they almost hit Devin, and my nephew had to swerve and somebody fell off their golf cart. Okay, mind you, one thing I can say about Devin family, they don't play games. They boom boom first, they ask questions later. Damn near don't even ask questions. What? Y'all, it was like in unison. Oh my god, I got goosebumps just thinking about this. Because why would you ever play with me like this? Why would you ever play with my nephew? Like, why would you ever play with somebody's child like this? Regardless, I just remember they were so close to hitting. We immediately just start like, we finna jump, y'all. So we said some shit, like we yelling like, what the fuck, watch where y'all going. And do y'all know these people? I almost said a slur. I almost called them a Ritz, a townhouse, if you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna say that on YouTube, but you know, Lord forgive me. So, do you know that they had the audacity to buck up at us, like put their motherfucking golf cart in park and hop off that motherfucker? All I remember is Devin's sister grabbed my nephew out of Devin's hands and she tried to distract him, because of course I don't want my little sweet precious angel baby to see TT finna whoop some ass at the zoo. Of course I don't want to see you I don't want you have to see TT whoop some ass in front of the penguins. I don't want you to see that, Neff. I don't want you to see that. Go on with your other TT while this TT handle what she need to handle, right? All I remember is we ran up on them people like, what y'all trying to do? What y'all trying to do? Like literally in fighting stance. Like what? So I remember the person that had fell off the golf cart, they had hurry up and got up. It was a lady and she was trying to, it was like, I think it was like 3 guys and a girl, and then the other girl had fell off or whatever. So she's trying to like get in between. So I'm just like, nah, step aside. Like we can get it. Like we can really hit it for real. Like what? Like you almost hit my, I just remember saying like, you almost hit my fucking nephew. You almost hit my fucking nephew. That's a baby. That's a baby. And they was on some shit like they didn't care. Oh yeah, y'all finna get your ass beat. Yep. Yep. I would have gladly taken that charge. You could call my MPD. I don't give a damn or a fuck. Hello? How you get mad at us? So we was really, y'all, and listen. I don't, like, okay, listen. So out of all of us, like, they not the type of people that be so cool. Like, I'm the type to be like, yeah, we can really, like, get it. It take, like, some real serious shit to get all of them riled up like that. Devin included. Like, y'all know this man, he hate conflict, he hate confrontation, he hate all of that. Like, you know how mad this nigga has to be to really like ball up his fist? Like we can get that shit for real. Like I really just wanted to like reach over the lady who was trying to like separate us. Like I'm gonna just start swinging. Like we really should have, I don't know why we didn't, like that would have been bad. Like I know like I'm saying that, but like that would have been so bad. And then like who was gonna get the date? Like I don't know, whatever. I just remember I was just so pissed. I was so heated. Like they walking away and I'm damn near like, we finna follow the golf cart. Like I'm talking shit like till I can't see them no more. They probably couldn't hear me. I'm talking shit until I visually cannot see them with the naked eye anymore. Like you got me so fucked. Like when I say y'all, they was this close to hitting Devin, holding my nephew like this close. Literally. Didn't say sorry, didn't say my bad, didn't say oopsies, didn't say nothing. Got off that, they hopped off that motherfucker like, and I like what I really am thinking about now, what it should have been, that boat situation with the man and the chair and the black people, and yeah, it should have been on some shit like that. Granted, this didn't happen yet, because mind you, this was all the way back in like 2019, but you know, that's the type of energy that I was on. Like, huh? Y'all hop off that shit. So that happened, and I just remember the vibes was just dead. Like the whole mood was just so different after that. Like we was walking around the zoo like quiet as fuck. Nobody was saying nothing. I'm heated, I'm mad, I'm hot. Nobody was saying nothing to nobody. So we made it through the rest of the zoo. And I feel like nothing else really happened after that. We got back to Orlando, and just something still was not like really like sitting right with me about like that whole like first night or whatever. So I remember I had a conversation with her again, like while we're both sober, and I explained to her again, like, and I'm bringing up shit like, cause she want like examples, cause I'm telling her like, you treat me bad, like you don't treat me like how you treat our other sister-in-law. And she's asking like, how that's not true. Like, yes I do. And I gave her the example, like how like whenever we was trying to get you away from that man, we was both grabbing you, only got mad at me. We was both doing the same thing though. You only got mad at me. And I'm telling her like, it's some type of underlying like animosity, and I don't know where it comes from, because I have been nothing but nice and kind to you since I've even known you. Literally, like I don't know where it comes from. Of course, people like that, they gonna deny. They don't never see nothing wrong. They'll never take no accountability. They don't never do nothing. So it was basically like beating a dead horse, talking to a wall. I don't have the energy for it. Okay, cool. You said we in a good place now. You were apologetic for what you did. I apologize even though I don't know what I was apologizing for. And that used to be my problem back then. Like, you let people like walk all over you in a sense. Like, what are you apologizing for? You don't have nothing to apologize for. So yeah, that was that. And then the part one story time of her, this happened immediately like after that. So I guess I told her like out of order, but it go this story that I'm telling y'all, this happened first, and then part one happened second, and then part two happened third, like that. So yeah, I don't know what it is about Miami. I feel like damn near, even if we went to the middle of Nebraska, we still would have been having issues. Like, but I don't know. I don't never hear no like good story times about girls trips to Miami, group trips to Miami, bay trips to Miami. Like, I don't have no good experiences in Miami, except for one time Devin did surprise me with a trip for one of our anniversaries to Miami. That's the only good trip that I've had to Miami. And I'm really trying to think, like, because when we arguing or something, because knowing me back then, I could argue with a damn statue. I don't know. I'ma just say no. Just, yeah. But yeah, y'all. So I don't really have any more stories about his sister. I'm tired of talking about the bitch at this point. But I know a lot of y'all in the comments was like, more. So yeah, that was it. That was all. Really trying to see if I left out anything. I don't think I did. But yeah, that just goes to show, like, she been weird. She been one of the problem. Just all of this bullshit. Like, I would never ever understand that, because it's like, I'm not a bitch, you know, like, not unprovoked, you know. So why do you want to problem me so bad? Now I know it's because you were in love with your brother, but before, maybe I just didn't know, or like I was in denial. I don't damn know. I'm done talking about it now. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love you so much, but you already knew that. Before you click off, make sure you are subscribed, because I know some of y'all be like, Lo, I've been watching you for like 8 months and I'm not subscribed. How you not subscribed to me? You've been watching me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. If you don't do nothing else, give this video a thumbs up for me, please. Leave me a comment if you want to. Turn on your post bell notifications. Go join the membership if you want to. And I'm gonna see y'all next week for a brand new story. Bye, y'all.